Hey, what is up, guys, and welcome back to Beanie Talks. Happy Sunday, and especially a happy Easter to you guys. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today, talking about some things surrounding Easter and the afterlife. And that's not just after death, but that is our life after we find Jesus. But before we dive in the message today, I did want to point out that not only is it Easter, but it just so happens that our 50th Beanie Talk is on the same exact day. And I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty amazing. So Kayla, can we get some confetti, some party noises? Can I get a party hat? I don't know if that's possible.
No.
But when we began this series, when we began the idea of Beanie Talks, we had no clue how long we were going to do it. We had no clue, how long we were going to continue this format of teaching and interacting with you guys. And the fact that such a big milestone happens on the Lord's Day is truly so amazing. And I'm excited to be a part of it. And I'm excited that you guys are here with me on this really awesome day. So let's get into it. I think we've all had those moments, those times when we're in the dark and it's quiet and it's nighttime and those whispers are louder than they normally are. And we think to ourselves, do we matter? Does our opinion matter? Does what we do in our lives matter? Do people care about us? And sure, absolutely, there are times where we feel recognized and we feel attention from our peers and our friends, and we feel like the center of the universe. But we also have those times and moments in our lives where that all shifts to the background and we feel alone. We don't feel valued or even seen. And when we feel like we don't matter or we're not seen, it can take that excitement, that passion for life that we cling on to so dearly, it takes that away. And we start to become unexcited for things, and we start to draw away from our friends. And whether we have these thoughts or we recognize that we have these thoughts or not, it's always hard to feel like we matter in such a big world. But I'm here to tell you guys a very special story from the Bible today, and we're going to take a look at that. So today is Easter Sunday, and for a lot of us, we believe that is, that's the big day. That is the day that Jesus defeated death. It's kind of the 4th of July for America, right? But for us that believe in Jesus and God. And so it's this big celebration of life. More specifically, we're going to be talking about the people that encountered Jesus and the people that encountered Jesus after the resurrection and how that affected them throughout their lives. So today, we're going to be talking about a woman named Mary who was present when Jesus was resurrected. I should have looked this up before. Magdalene? E-N-E. Magdalene, okay. The truth is there's not a lot that we know about Mary Magdalene. What we do know is that she was a follower of Jesus and she was present throughout the day that Jesus was resurrected. Basically, Mary was an outcast before she met Jesus, and I think that we can all agree that probably means that she knew a lot about feeling ignored or alone. But here's why we're talking about her today. All 4 of the Gospels said that Mary was present when Jesus was put on the cross. 3 of the 4 Gospels said that she was present when Jesus was buried. And all 4 Gospels say that she was present when Jesus was resurrected. There was no other disciples present more than Mary was around all this time around Easter. But she doesn't get a lot of attention. Actually, she's rarely mentioned, and that's exactly why we're focusing on her story today. The Gospel of John, which was written by one of Jesus' disciples, says that Mary got up while it was still dark and she went to the tomb to go see Jesus. When she arrived at the tomb, she found that the stone was gone and that the tomb was empty. Mary assumed that someone removed the stone and took Jesus' body. We continue in John chapter 20, verses 11 through 19. Now Mary stood outside the tomb crying. As she wept, she bent over to look into the tomb and saw 2 angels in white seated where Jesus' body had been, one at the head and another at the foot. They asked her, "Woman, why are you crying?" "They have taken my Lord away," she said, "and I don't know where they have put him." At this, she turned around and saw Jesus standing there, but she did not realize that it was Jesus. He asked her, "Woman, why are you crying? Who is it you are looking for?" Thinking he was the gardener, she said, "Sir, if you have carried him away, tell me where you have put him, and I will get him." Jesus said to her, "Mary." She turned toward him and cried out, "Teacher." Jesus said, "Do not hold on to me, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. Go instead to my brothers and tell them, I am ascending to my Father and your Father, to my God and your God." Mary went to the disciples with the news, "I have seen the Lord." And she told them that he had said these things to her. On the day that Jesus defeated death, God made sure that this act of love and strength that is bigger and better than death, God made sure that Mary was there to see it. An outcast, someone who felt alone or unseen. God made it specifically clear that he wanted Mary, a person who didn't think that she mattered, to witness what is to us the most historic event, Jesus beating death. Jesus continued to make Mary feel worthwhile and let her know that she mattered. He gave her very specific instructions and words of power and hope, and he put his trust in her to spread that to the rest of the world. Because of the resurrection, Mary knew that she mattered. Just like Mary mattered to Jesus, you matter to him as well. This Easter, the message that I want you guys to leave with, to walk away with, is that you are loved, you are seen, and you matter because Jesus said so. Easter Sunday is a reminder that we can trust Jesus. He defeated death. We can trust his words. We can trust that Mary mattered to him, and we can trust that we matter to him. I want you to think about how you treat yourself and how you treat others. What would change in your life if you began to believe that you mattered to God? If when you had those moments of doubt on whether or not you're seen or heard by your peers, if you took that time to change the focus, change the lens, and believe that they hear you, that they see you, how would your life change? And I think that the story of Mary shows us exactly what that is. When we start believing that narrative, real good and change comes out of it. So, as we wrap up for this Easter Sunday, I just want to remind you guys that you are seen, you are loved, and you matter. Not only to God, but all of us here, your leaders, your peers, your friends, your teachers. Whether you feel it all the time or not, we care for you, we love you guys, and we can't wait to see you guys next time. So thank you for joining me for this Sunday morning, and we will see you next Sunday and Wednesday, and we're super excited to continue doing life with you guys. Thank you very much, and go enjoy your Sunday evening. Bye, guys.
Cut. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. What are we doing if we ain't moving? Hey.
When she arrived at the tomb, she found that the stone was gone and the tomb...
Wait, it was empty.
Yes.
No.
Ah.